Let's see if we can get her up right. Oh my goodness. Have you ever seen anything so ridiculous? Hello everyone and welcome back to Oakhill. So you meet me here, midwinter. It's the second day, so we've got one more day, or technically 1 month, before winter is over. I still can't do any field work, it's -4 on the ground. I don't think there's going to be any snow this year. I haven't turned snow off or anything, but it's just not giving out snow, which is disappointing because I was kind of looking forward to doing some work in the snow. So let's just clean up the pigs first. If I can actually pick up their feed. There's not much, only 63 litres. Now, I think the pigs, well, I've just cleaned them. Their feed will be okay for tomorrow, but every single one that we bought is pregnant, and I'm not sure entirely, but last time I did pigs, I think they're going to give birth to maybe 2 or 3 each. So next year we're going to be very lucky with the amount of money we're going to make on the pigs. Oh, why did that not go into the... Does it not want to accept pig food? Let's try again. Maybe at a slightly different angle. No. Okay, well let's just keep it in the bucket. Okay, that's really bizarre. Not wanting to accept any pig food at all, so I'm just gonna dump it here. I've tried every which way. Oh, well, we need to get rid of this bucket because we don't need the bucket on anymore. So I have done just a few things before I started the episode. I got some different fruit trees because we were running 7 cherry trees, and I wasn't aware that you could only sell 1 at a time, 1 box of fruit at a time. So, yeah. So I got 2 apple trees, and I got, I want to say, plum. Let's have a look. Apple tree. Yeah, 2 apple trees and 2 plum trees, and then I've got 3 cherry trees now, so we can get a mixture of fruits and get more income. That's what we like to hear, more income. So what we're going to do today is, in actual fact, I can park this tractor up because I won't need the tractor. We're just going to have a walk on over to the shop, and we have a truck that we need to rent. You know, I honestly can't tell you how excited I've been to get back onto this because I really love this Let's Play. Honestly, I've been racking my brains thinking about what I could do for the next few days that we don't really have any field work to do. The farm's ticking over. All it is that the pigs just need feeding, and that needs ticking over. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a truck sent over. So we're going to go for the Tatra 815. So this is a new mod, and what we'll do, rim colour will be fine, but I want to change it, maybe not green, black. And let's change it to green, shall we? Green, is that good? So what we want is, we don't want the configuration of grain. I don't want that either. I want the flatbed. There we go. That's basically a loading wagon for bales, but I'm going to use it for wood. I'm going to lease it for 4,865. I'm going to take it new because I want it to be working and to have a whole load of diesel in it. So yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? So what we need to do now is we need to actually just rent this field here. So the field that we're going to rent is the forest. So it costs 85,708 to buy, but we're not going to keep it. So we're going to go on the basis of this is going to be 10,000 a month, but I'm really just going to use it for a day, and I promised whatever I cut down I will replace. So we'll go and put down the deposit now, but we get back the deposit less 10,000 when we're finished. There we go. That leaves us with 60,000. So we're not, you know, we're not poor. There we go. So I have no idea how this is going to handle. So we'll just have to see. I might go out this way and test the roads this way. Not too bad. Oh, I hope this has straps, actually. Yeah, good. So we'll take this on over to our new field. We'll probably maybe start at this end down here. I think this is the entrance. So just next to this lay-by. Okay, so I don't really want to destroy the way that the forest looks from the outside. So you see we're kind of in the middle. So I'll probably go just here and we'll sort of work on this area just here. Finished? Okay. So this seems pretty flat. Seems like a pretty decent area to start off with. What I also need to do is, I don't think I have a chainsaw. No. So let's buy a chainsaw as well. Okay. Aha. So what we'll do is we will sell some wood, as in like logs that I can load onto the back of this truck. And then I have the Firewood mod installed. So we might do some of that as well. There's quite a few local houses around, so I can imagine a lot of them will need something for their fires. Oh, it's not letting me cut. Look at that, it doesn't let me cut down there. Let's just cut there then. Get rid of that little bit there. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why it did that. Yeah, there's plenty of houses around that can use the firewood, so I think we'll manage to get plenty done. So how long does this need to be? Can I swing this around comfortably without hitting any of the trees? That is the question. Probably just about. So I got this trick from Ravensburg. I think a couple of people had mentioned that I should do this. So what you do is bring this up level. So we should have some logs that will fit on nice and neatly. So let's cut that one there. Push that closer too. And then we'll just use, if I can, this one as a guide. Doesn't matter if they're a little bit shorter, I suppose. If I just lay them on, and then we can use the straps after. Just hope that they don't all roll off. I have to be quite careful about how I load this now. Do you think I can get 4 laid down flat. What do you reckon? Not falling off the other end? No? Oh, I can get another one on. So that's one whole tree laid across, so at least that gives me a good idea of how many are actually going to go on. Quite comfortably. I was only peeking through the end, but that doesn't really matter. There we go. Just so it looks a bit better. Cool. Let's just strap those down at either end. So yeah, I think we're gonna have quite a lot of wood here to sell, and hopefully this time of year I think is the best time of year to sell wood, isn't it? So let's cut this one down and see where it allows me to go here. They're quite high up, like the stumps are going to be quite high up, but I was reliably informed as well with the firewood mod I can actually chop the stumps out and it will still count towards firewood on, you know, in the crates. So I'm going to leave them. I'm not going to get Lumberjack to chainsaw them out as I probably normally would. Just get rid of that end bit. So we'll do one more and then I'll fill up with maybe another 2 trees afterwards just to see what we've got. And then we'll take them down to the sawmill. Now, the problem is, well, we've got 2 sawmills, but I assume, I didn't think the one down by the biogas plant is actually accepting logs. I think that was just for wood chips, but I may be wrong. But I'll just take it to the one down the road. I can't imagine that they're going to be vastly different because I can't really just sort of look up the price of wood, can I? But it doesn't really matter. As long as we make more than £15,000, just so that we can make some money on the equipment that we've leased and the land that we've leased, then I'm all for that. So let's just get rid of that. There we go. Okay, let's load these ones on as well. Let's take the straps off because I want them to kind of fall in. Where's the straps? Why can't I take the straps off? Ugh, let's just get in it. There we go. I kind of want the logs to fall into the grooves of the logs underneath them. Does that make sense? I mean, it would make sense, wouldn't it? Oh my goodness. Let's try again. Maybe I can just lay this one on. No. Why is it not liking me today? Come on. It's quite wide, this this bed on the back of here. A lot wider than you think. Right, I'm going to have some issues here loading these up, aren't I? Not really wanting to do it. Let's just go straight for the middle, where it's safe. Maybe we'll only get these 2 trees on, and then I'll take them. That's probably a wise thing. That's fallen off as well. Maybe I need to be a little bit quicker with the straps, eh? I wish you could zoom out. So I reckon FS22, if I was going to go for anything, is, you know, this view that we're in just now, I would love it if I could just zoom out of this view so that I could see what I'm doing a little bit more. Yeah, I think I'm only going to get 2 trees on because now that's just going to sit on top of those 2. Yeah, we'll just take these and just see. Because it doesn't matter about us doing a couple of loads. It's probably best we do this types of load as well, just so that we're not skidding all over the place. So the sawmill is next to the farm shop where we were selling the cherries, so I'll meet you down there. Our fields are looking so sad as well, because they're just, I just want to get them all cultivated, ready for the next year. No, no, it's not that one. We're not going to the farm shop. It's, where is it? This one? Yeah. I think it'll just take it straight without, well, I'm just going to open up the straps anyway. Yeah, I want to get the fields ready for next year, but I can't, so we're going to have to do spring. Oh, okay. 8,000, just over 8,000. That's interesting, because I do one more load and we've made all our money back for what we've paid out so far. That's really good. Yeah, and I was really disappointed this year. I thought with having the pigs, I thought with how many sugar beet fields there were, I was going to get at least one sugar beet contract, and nothing turned up. I think I had this problem with Six Ashes as well. The first year there was not really many decent contracts. Yeah, so I think it's probably best we just wait. Yeah, so I think it's best. Maybe next year we'll have more luck because we'll have gone through the cycle. But I planted this field here with sugar beet and it never came up for a contract or anything. That was really disappointing. Because I would have had so much sugar beet to hand. I could have fed the pigs for the next year probably. But I wonder why that is. Everything else came up, like corn, and there's even still some soybean contracts going, and it's midwinter. I mean, do you harvest soybeans into midwinter? I don't even know. Be interesting to know. Whether it's just maybe the sort of contracts mod I've got on. That just keeps them fresh, because they're still baling contracts, but really midwinter -4, the grass would be dead as a dodo. So what I think I'll do is I will load up another trailer of wood and I'll see you back at the shop, because we'll buy everything that we need for making the firewood. Okay, so I'm just going to sell this last load of wood. I was only planning on doing 2 trips, but the last trip I got 3 trees on and I made 12,000. This time I think I can't remember how many trees. 2.5 trees, 3 trees, another 8,000. So far, off of wood, we've made 28,000. So we're actually way above where we needed to be in order to be reimbursed for what we've rented. That is good news. So we'll head on over to the shop and we'll get some crates for firewood. I've purchased my hatchet already. And I've taken down maybe 5 or 6 more trees and cut them up into small pieces so that we can load on the firewood. The sell point I've placed next to the farm shop there. I think if you're going to go to the farm shop to get some veggies and fruit, I think you probably get your firewood from there as well. I know that the local farm shop sort of down south mainland of Shetland does pretty much everything. Firewood, coal and veggies, and it's a cafe and all sorts, so yeah, why not? I'm struggling to see why it's not taking the flat there and then the hill very well. It should be going 49 miles an hour, this truck. Never mind. All of the sad fields looking all withered. Never mind. Oh, so I've edited the first half of this video and I'm ever so sorry. I feel like it's come across very boring because we are doing mundane winter work, aren't we? I was in 2 minds whether to skip the winter entirely, really. But I thought, oh, well, I'll just show it because otherwise I'm going to be playing for days to get through the winter on my own and I'll have nothing to post for you guys. So I'm sorry this has been like a little bit of a filler episode. We do need to drop off some cherries at the farm shop as well, I suppose. And that's not wood, although it comes from a tree. Oh, where am I going? I'm yabbering on. I need to go to the shop. I'm yabbering on about what we're going to do. I don't even have my crates. Well, that's the wood anyway that we've taken down. What am I like? Right, so this will take us right down to the shop. Anyway, it wasn't that much of a detour. Now, where do I find these? I know the sell point was there. Now, were the crates there? Or I think the crates are in pallets. The problem is I get so much stuff going on, so many mods, etc. Ah, there we go. Do you know what? I think I'll get 4 of these. It's only £150. And I can pick these up by hand. I've already done firewood a few times on Spectacle Island. I probably should have parked the truck a little bit closer. But it's such a good mod to utilise. Especially if you're trying to do sort of filler jobs in the winter time when the ground is frozen. Oh, there we go. If I come round this side, pop them straight on then. Now I shouldn't even have to take these off the truck until I get to the sell point. In which case we'll do just a little bit of a cheaty and we'll take them off by hand, because I really should take them off with a loader. But that John Deere that I've got's probably not up to taking the weight of these, if I'm honest. And it's a little bit quicker and a little bit easier, and perhaps a little bit easier to watch as well. Easier for me, easier for you. There we go. Strap those down and on our way. Once we get up here, I should just be able to park in between the trees that I've cut up, and it should just hop on. I think it's got quite a good reach. If you've not used this mod before, it's so easy. So let's get the axe out. Spectacle Island, I went for the other one. It's a bit older and it's a bit longer. This is a bit more... Aha, okay. I say that, it needed to be close, but it wasn't obviously close enough. Let's just go a little bit closer. I'm sure that it should be able to do them from there. Maybe sort of my sense of space, because this is quite an open space, maybe my sense of space is a little bit warped. There we go. And that should be filling up. There you go. Boop. Aha. That is way cool. I did not even know it could do that. There you go. So the firewood mod will chop the stumps. So what I'll do is... I say I'll time-lapse this. I may just put it on a slow time-lapse, and we'll get it all done and see how many pallets we've got. Pretty much done a quarter of a tree so far. They're filling up alright. So we'll get this done and I'll see you back in a bit. Righto, I think that's it. Crikey, you wouldn't think it was winter. I've got a proper dab on here. There we go. So let's not turn the truck off. Right, let's head on over to the shop where we can sell this Let's just see how much money we make from it. I don't really want to look at how much in advance. I kind of just want to... Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's see if we can get her up right. Oh my goodness. Have you ever seen anything so ridiculous? Okay. Let's try again. The wood on the back of this truck, I think, is quite heavy. So let's take it slowly. Anyway, as I was saying, let's go to the shop. I'm not really interested in looking at how much the wood is before we take it, because we've already made what we need to make doing this job today, and we've got the field until tomorrow. So what we'll do is we'll finish up this episode selling the wood, and then next episode we will probably head on into early spring and hopefully have better conditions to get some field work done, but I will also replant the trees that we've taken down as well. If I just have a little looky, we've taken 12 trees down, so if we buy a pallet of 20 saplings, that'll be more than enough to cover what we've taken. I'm going to go through the farm just here. I have packed these pallets a little bit to the left as well, which is why I probably tumbled over earlier. Never mind. I think the last time I tried to sell these straight from the bed of a truck, I don't think it worked. So we'll have to see. If not, I can just take them off. And we'll probably have more than what the sell point will allow us to sell at the moment. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so we'll have more than what the sell point allows. So what will happen, just in case you haven't used this mod before, what will happen is that will slowly deplete and we'll be able to sell this again. So if we just leave that, I'm going to leave it next to it. Maybe it will sell as it disappears. I don't know. We'll see. It just looks a little bit neater there. Makes it look like we're all stocked up. So let's turn this off. Yeah, so we'll leave it there, I guess, guys. Excellent. Sorry it's been a little bit of a filler episode. I'm not expecting excellent feedback for this episode, but hey-ho, at least you know what I've done in between. I can't keep it from you, can I? So, if you have enjoyed yourself, remember to give the video a thumbs up. It really does help. And I'll catch you on the next one. Cheerio.